Imagine a world where the tide of World War II turned in favor of the Nazis. Today, we're exploring this alternate timeline to understand how life may have been reshaped, from religion to economy and education. Let's dive into this hypothetical universe. In this parallel universe, religious freedom would likely have been severely restricted. The Nazis aimed to establish their twisted ideology as a new religion, possibly reducing the influence of traditional faiths. Consider the vibrant diversity of spiritual expression we experience today. It's hard to imagine that's stifled. Economically, a Nazi victory might have meant an initial boost from war spoils and forced labor. However, their inherently exploitative and unsustainable system could eventually lead to economic instability. In stark contrast, today's global economy, with its emphasis on free trade and cooperation, might have been dramatically different. The Nazis invested heavily in technology. Perhaps we'd have seen accelerated development in areas like rocketry and nuclear science. But would innovations like the internet and smartphones have flourished under a regime that valued control over freedom? Public health may have suffered under a Nazi regime, given their discriminatory ideologies. Consider the advances we've made in universal health care, vaccinations, and medical technology. They might not exist as we know them in this grim alternative. Educational systems would likely be heavily propaganda-driven, focusing on Nazi ideology rather than critical thinking and creative exploration. The diverse, inclusive education we strive for today might be unimaginable. Government structures would likely be totalitarian, with power centralized around the Nazi Party. The concept of democratic governance and international cooperation, as embodied by organizations like the UN, may not have come to pass. Finally, the environment. The Nazis exploited resources without regard for sustainability. Our world's current focus on renewable energy, conservation, and climate change might be non-existent. Fortunately, history unfolded differently, and we're left with a world that, for all its flaws, cherishes diversity, democracy, and human rights. Understanding this alternative timeline isn't about glorifying a dystopian past. Rather, it's a stark reminder of the values we hold dear and the lengths we've gone to protect them. Remember, value and protect our world. Until next time.